This section will walk through the process of setting up a simple ISONAS access control system. Our goals here include installing the access control software and getting it registered. We will review a couple of the core system concepts before starting into the actual configuration, and then we'll walk through an example of configuring Crystal Matrix following the flow of the QuickStart guide. Electronic copies of the QuickStart guide are available from our website. To download a PDF version, go to the ISONAS website, select Support on the main menu, select Core Installation Process on the left side, locate the QuickStart entry, and click on the Download button. The written QuickStart guide contains additional details beyond what we will be covering in this video. Step 1. Installing the access control software onto your workstation. The ISONAS Crystal Matrix software is typically obtained from one of two sources. You may use the CD that was shipped with the PowerNet. Also, the latest Crystal software is always available for download from the ISONAS website. Our recommendation is that whenever you're installing the system, you should download and use the latest version. Select the Support menu item, then the Software Download page, and select the Crystal version 12 option. The software install follows a standard Windows installation process. When asked to select the components to install, you should select everything except the last option. The IP monitor is a special component that is typically not installed. Since this is a fresh install, any prompts regarding rebooting the machine or reinstall can be ignored. Go ahead and install the software at this time. You may wish to pause this presentation during the installation. Now that the software is installed, you can start the application. From the Windows Start button, select All Programs. Navigate to ISONAS. Double-click on the Crystal Access Administrator. The software registration window appears. You can run the software for 30 days without registering, but the registration is online and free. Registering now assures you won't forget 30 days from now, and also simplifies the future logon process. So go ahead and fill in the form with your information, then click on the registration button. Step 2. Review a few core concepts used by the Crystal Matrix software package. When configuring the access control system, 3 questions need to be answered. Who is being allowed in? When can they come in? And where are they allowed to go? To address the where question, the software uses the concept of doors and door groups. The when question is addressed with shifts. Example shifts might be 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, or maybe a cleaning crew shift of Thursday nights from 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. Holidays can also be used to adjust when people are allowed access. The concepts of people and people group allow the system to address the who question. Once the who, when, and where elements are in place, the system's business rules are built with permissions, which state that this group of people are allowed access through this group of doors during this time frame. This simple slide presents the core concept of an electronic access control system, such as the ISONAS solution. So how do we translate the previous slide's concepts into a working system? There are 6 basic steps required. Start with the where elements. Within Crystal, we will define a CSUP, which is the program that actually talks to the PowerNets. The next step is to define the doors where the PowerNet is installed and the appropriate door groups. Shifts are configured to define the when elements. People groups, such as staff, management, and cleaning crew are defined, and then people are added to the system. Next, permissions are defined, which pull all the components together, and those are the steps required to get the system up and running. Next, we will work through an example of configuring a small system. Starting from the Crystal Administrator's logon window, log on using the default password of a password. The Crystal Administrator's network view appears. We will use this window for the next minute or so. Since this is a demo installation, we want to make a small change to Recovery Supervisor. This will prevent it from being installed as a service on your machine. Services are commonly used on live sites, but sales and demo systems seldom install the application this way. Right-click on the Recovery Supervisor, select the Change option. Clear the Run as a Supervisor checkbox, then click Yes. A warning may appear telling you that Crystal tried to remove a service that was not configured on your machine. This is fine, so click OK twice. Now we will add a CSUP. A CSUP is a program that talks to one or more PowerNets. Right-click on the controller network entry, select the Insert option. Update the name field with Demo CSUP. This is all that needs to be changed, so click OK. Next, we will add a door. Right-click on the new entry named Demo CSUP and select the Insert option. This window allows us to configure the features of the door's PowerNet. We enter the door named as Demo Unit. Enter the PowerNet's IP address. My demo unit's address ends in the number of 100. Verify the Rex input is enabled for host mode and is using the Rex DB option. Verify the operational mode is local and that the model matches your PowerNet. Odds are that you have an RCO3, but an older PowerNet may be an RCO2. The label on the back of the PowerNet will list its model number. Click on the Local tab and verify the Rex option is enabled for local mode operations. This finishes the necessary configuration of the door, so click OK. We're going to add another door to the system and later use it to demonstrate certain features of the software. Right-click on Demo CSUP, select the Insert option. We'll name this door Front Door. This door will not be active, but we still need to give Crystal a valid IP address. We'll assign the door record an address ending in 120. Under Mode of Operation, we click on the Disable option. Crystal does not attempt to communicate with disabled doors. Click on OK to save this record. By using the Expand All button, we can verify that the system knows about two doors. The demo unit is associated with a real PowerNet, and the front door is a disabled placeholder. The next step is to start the CSUP process. The CSUP's job is to maintain communications with the PowerNet. Click on the Demo CSUP entry and click on the Start button located in the middle of the network window. After a few seconds, the display updates and the demo unit status indicator is colored purple, which indicates that it's successfully running in local mode. The other door is shown with a gray indicator, which reflects that it is disabled. To make the system rules easier to configure, we're going to add a grouping of doors. From the main menu, select Doors, select the sub option Door Groups and Doors. Select the Insert button in the lower left of the window. We'll name this door group Denver to represent the doors in the Denver office, and then click OK to save. Now we'll populate the Denver door group. Select the Denver entry, click on the Add All button in the middle of the window. We now see a plus sign next to the Denver entry. Click on the plus sign to review the members of the door group. We are done with the door groups and can close this window. The system's configuration related to where people are allowed is finished. Before going on, we should test that the computer is successfully communicating with the PowerNet. Present a badge to the reader, holding the badge in front of the reader for about 2 seconds. On the administrator's toolbar, select the monitor icon. Note that the monitor's history display is a record of the previous badge presentation. Select the demo unit from the list of doors. To the right and down is a button labeled Admit. Click on the Admit button. An LED on the PowerNet should turn green and a new entry will appear in the monitor's history log. Now we have verified that the PowerNet is successfully talking with the computer. We are done with the monitor for now, but we'll use it again in a couple minutes, so we'll minimize it. Next up, define the system shifts. You use shifts to tell the software when activity is allowed or not. From the toolbar, open the Shifts window. Select the Insert button at the bottom. We will add a shift named Always. Make it valid 7 days a week and 24 hours a day. Mark the shift type as both, meaning the shift applies on holidays and normal days, and then save the record. We'll add a second shift called Business Hours. Make it valid Monday through Friday, 7 in the morning to 6 at night. Mark the shift's type as normal, since this shift does not apply if the day is a holiday. Save the new shift and close this window. Next, we're going to define the people groups, which are used to simplify the configuration of the system. From the main menu, select the People options and then the Group sub-options. Select the Insert button in the lower left of the screen, name the first group Sales and save this entry. Add a second group named Management. This finishes our work with the people groups, and next we'll add the people themselves. From the toolbar, click on the people icon. The window that appears shows the people already entered into the system. Some system default entries may already appear in the list. Click on the Insert button, located directly under the list of people. We will insert Tom Smith. Click on the Auto Unique button to create Tom's identifier. We're going to let the system read the badge and assign the proper number to Tom. Next to the Read From button is a list of doors. Verify the demo unit door is selected. Present a badge to the reader. Click on the Read From button. The badge's ID populates the field to the right. Click on the Add button. Now that badge is assigned to Tom, and we can close this window. Tom is a salesperson, so we will assign Tom to the Sales People group. Assure Tom is selected in the list of people. Click on the Group Insert button, located at the lower middle of the window. Select the Sales People group. Click on the Select button. This completes Tom's configuration. Next, add Diane Jones to the system. Follow the same basic steps. Read a different badge at the reader. Diane is a manager, so she will be assigned to the Management People group. To allow the PowerNet's Rex input to open the doors, we will locate the pseudo-person Rex on the list and assign that person to the Management group. At this point, we are done configuring people. We have now configured the core pieces needed to define how the system will operate. The next step is to build the permissions using these core pieces. From the toolbar, select the permissions icon. The management group is allowed in the entire Denver office at all times. So on the left side, select the management group, select the Shift Always, and select the door group Denver. On the right side of the screen is a button labeled Insert New Permissions. Click on this button to add the management permission. The sales group is allowed to use the demo unit at all times. So on the left side, select the sales group, select the Shift Always, select the door name demo unit. Click on the Insert New Permissions button. It is desired for the front door to automatically unlock in the morning and relock at night. A rule can be added to the system's permissions to support this. Click on the Unlock Automatic option in the upper right. Click on the Business Hours Shift. Click on the front door. Click on the Insert New Permissions button. All the system rules have been defined, but those rules are not yet active. Click on the Full Compile button to activate the rules and push these rules to the PowerNet. The NetStat window appears, which tracks the progress of PowerNet's data upload. Once the compile process has completed and all the readers have been updated, the background colors will change to green, and we can close these windows. To test our work, we bring up the Crystal Monitor application. Present Tom's badge to the reader and verify in the history display Tom's name. Likewise, present Diane's badge, and Diane's activity is logged. The steps we've just completed demonstrate the core configuration process of the ISONAS solution. There are many other features available in the system, and additional training materials are available to help you leverage those features to support your installations. We want to thank you for your time today. We hope that this overview of the ISONAS solutions architecture and configuration helps with the planning and implementation of your access control projects. Goodbye.